You're watching Mirror 7 News. Stay informed, stay ahead for more news.
At the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit in Tianjin, Chinese President Xi Jinping and Russian President Vladimir Putin appeared side by side, presenting a strong image of unity. The gathering was framed as a direct counter to Western influence, particularly that of the United States, and it underscored how Beijing and Moscow are positioning themselves as the architects of an alternative world order. Speaking before more than 20 world leaders, Xi Jinping criticized what he described as bullying practices by powerful nations, words that were widely understood as a veiled reference to Washington. He insisted that no country should impose its rules on others, and called for a fairer system of global governance. To give weight to his vision, Xi pledged nearly $280 million in grants and $1.4 billion in loans to SCO member states, highlighting China's growing role as a financial backer of international cooperation. Xi went further by launching a new global governance initiative, which builds on his earlier frameworks on security, development, and civilization. The message was clear. Beijing is seeking to reframe global institutions in a way that gives more voice to developing countries while moving away from Western-led alliances like NATO. In his remarks, Xi emphasized the need to break down barriers, support integration, and promote a multipolar world where power is not concentrated in one camp.
Putin echoed Xi's words, praising the SCO as a platform to replace outdated Western models of security with a more inclusive system. He argued that the new framework being proposed would not allow any state to enhance its security at the expense of others. Against the backdrop of the ongoing war in Ukraine, Putin used the summit to reiterate his stance that the conflict was fueled by Western interference, while presenting Russia as resilient despite sanctions and diplomatic isolation. The summit also highlighted personal camaraderie between Xi and Putin. They were seen smiling and chatting during a banquet, a rare relaxed display from the usually reserved Chinese leader. Their closeness was portrayed as evidence of a deepening partnership, one that both leaders have cultivated in recent years as tensions with the West have intensified. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi also played a central role. Despite long-standing tensions with China, Modi engaged both Xi and Putin warmly, reflecting how shared frustrations with U.S. trade policies under President Donald Trump are bringing the three powers closer together. Trump's sweeping tariffs on Indian goods have strained U.S.-India relations, giving Beijing and Moscow an opportunity to draw New Delhi into closer alignment. Observers believe that Xi sees the summit, and the large military parade planned in Beijing with leaders including North Korea's Kim Jong-un, as a showcase of China's growing diplomatic clout. The SCO, once considered a symbolic forum, is now being reshaped by Beijing into a vehicle for financing, influence, and international alignment. The message projected from Tianjin was unmistakable. China and Russia are working to build a new global order, one that seeks to rival and eventually replace the US-led system that has dominated for decades. Stay subscribed for more videos.